Hi everyone, and welcome to another tutorial. Today I'm going to be showing you how to make this Botania bracelet, and this was designed by Crafter4Life5 on Instagram. I will have her name in the description box below, and I'll bring it up here in just a second. First I'm going to make sure you saw the design. So it does use C-clips in the middle, but you could probably add like cap bands or triple cap bands while you make the bracelet if you like, or if you don't have C-clips. I haven't personally tried it, but I'm sure you could do that. Anyway, let me bring up her profile. So it is Crafter4Life_5, spelled like that, and I will have her name in the description box below, so you can look through her Instagram account, like her photos, and give her a follow for me. And we'll go ahead and get started. So what you're going to want today is a hook. I'm going to use my crochet hook here. You're also going to want some bands. I'm going to use 2 different colors here, just like I did in this bracelet. And maybe a third color if you're going to do cap bands or triple cap bands, or you would want C-clips. And the way you add the C-clips is after you finish the bracelet, so it's going to look a little bit weird up until then, but I'll kind of show you what that looks like. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started. So first thing you're going to want to do is take your metallic blue color here. I'm going to use caramel bands. You're going to cap a band and just pull one band through. Then you're going to take whatever bands you're using for the red medieval that I used in this bracelet, which I'll be using olive green for. You're going to pull a band through this first loop. Oop, I just got a text message from my mom. I'll answer that later. Anyway, you're going to lift that caramel loop. You're going to push this outside band to the inside. Take the caramel band off and drop off the olive green band, like so. Then you'll go ahead and take another caramel band, pull this through the first 2 loops, and lift the outer one. Then you'll turn this around, take your other olive green band, pull this through the first loop, lift that loop back up onto your hook, flip this olive green over top of the caramel, pull the caramel off and drop off that olive green, and then reattach that caramel band. Take another caramel band and pull it through the first 2 and lift the outer one. So like I said, we're not going to be adding any C-clips while we make the bracelet. We'll add them after we're finished, but it's going to look a little bit weird up until then. Then once you have these 6 loops on your hook, you're going to go ahead and take an olive green band, pull this through the first 3 loops. You're going to lift the outer one, and then you're going to fold this outer olive green loop over top of the caramel. Pull this caramel band off and drop the olive green loop off as well. Then you're going to take another caramel band, pull this through the first 2 and lift the outer one. Turn it around and do the same thing. Take an olive green band through the first 3 loops, lift the outer one, and then flip this olive green band over top of the caramel. Pull the caramel off and drop off the olive green as well. Then reattach the band you were holding and pull a band through the first 2 loops, lift the outer one. So now you should have this. Take an olive green band through the first 3, lift the outer one, fold this outer olive green over top of the caramel, pull that off, drop off the olive green, and then reattach the caramel. Take another caramel band through the first 2 and lift the outer one. Turn this around and repeat the same thing. Take an olive green band through the first 3, lift the outer one, flip that green band over and drop it off. Taking another caramel band through the first 2 and lifting the outer one. So as you can see, the bracelet is not held by anything in the middle, so it's going to kind of separate as you make it longer and longer, but you just make it like when you fold it in half like by the cap band, just make sure that it fits around your wrist like this. So basically, before you add the C-clips, make sure that this fits around your wrist. and I'll show you how to close it off here. So you're gonna, once you have these 6 loops here, you'll do the same thing that we did before with olive green bands, except you're not gonna add a caramel band onto that. You're just gonna turn it around and repeat the same thing on the other side. And now you should have 4 loops on your hook, and then you'll take one last caramel band through all 4 and close. And then you can add a C-clip to this top part here. And then obviously if it's long enough to fit around your wrist, it's going to be a lot wider and flimsier. But what you're going to do is, I'm not going to show you here because I only have one C-clip to clip it, but pretty much you're going to take a C-clip and make sure that they all face the same way all the way down the bracelet. You're just going to clip those center 4 loops because you're going to have 2 in the front and 2 in the back. So make sure that you do clip all 4 of those. And you're going to do that for the first one all the way up, but you're not going to do it for the last one because I find that it gets a little bit too bunched at the top. So I didn't add it for the last one, but I did add it for the first one here. But that's up to you if you want to add one for the first or last one. I would definitely recommend putting C-clips or cap bands on these or all the ones in between. Obviously if you're doing cap bands, you'd have to do it while you're making the bracelet, but anyway, that is going to do it for this video, so thank you for watching. If you liked it, make sure to give a thumbs up and subscribe. I will have Crafter for Life 5's name in the description box below. Make sure to check her out on Instagram, give her a follow for me, but that is going to do it for this video, and I hope to see you next time.